Unless you don't have the key. I'm pretty sure because I've done all the bosses. The only bosses I have left for the base game would be Celestial Emissary and Ebritus, and you have to do Celestial Emissary before Ebritus. Technically, I guess you could skip it. And then we've got Margot, well, the Wet Nurse, and then Gurman and Moon Presence. I already know how to do the Gurman Moon Presence thing because I've watched that a few times from my previous playthrough. So, and I don't even know if I'm gonna bother with Moon Presence. Then you're headed to the top of the Hunter's Workshop. Okay. Oh, I know where it is. It just clicked. Okay, you don't need to tell me. I know where to go. Yep, I know where to go. Because I remember this area because I couldn't get through. So the elevator in the room, you're right. Yeah. No, you're good, man. I'm just happy that I actually remembered something. I'm not gonna mess with the old dude. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. So I did something, it's probably sounds really pathetic, but I don't care. So I have a save where everything in the woods, the complete Forbidden Woods, is dead. So I'm going to load up that save and I'm going to run around in there like an asshole and learn those fucking woods. Because I just get so lost in that fucking place. But I'm going to do that a different day. This dude, man. Yeah, it should open. I don't know why I wouldn't have the key. Yep. I rewatched some of the older streams, and while I'm often embarrassed by my past self, he was a very patient man. You know, I want to say something, but I don't want it to come off as an insult because it's not intended to be. No, it's definitely not intended to be, but it might sound like it, so bear with me. When I went back and looked at, I haven't watched my whole playthrough. I don't have time to do that, but when I looked back and I was watching some of my segments of my first playthrough, I don't know how anybody would watch that shit. Like, even when it was live, it was so bad. Like, it was really, really bad. And I'm like, fuck. I feel sorry for people who watch that shit, man. Because it was just really bad. Like, I spent hours in just like the first few areas of the game where really it only takes like, I mean, yeah, it was my first time, but really it should have only taken like 2-3 hours, you know? So yeah, it's just kind of embarrassing to, I almost feel like maybe I should take those things down. It doesn't exactly inspire confidence. What the hell is this thing? That looks like that thing that birthed from the whore. she gave us some shoes, and we got one of the umbilical cords. I mean, I do appreciate people were hanging out and watching and trying to help and everything. That was awesome. But I was just like, man, I don't know how anybody had the patience to watch that. It was so bad.
Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I left this blade spec the way I did. I do kind of remember this place, but not exactly. Wow. I think I parried those guys before. Yeah, that lantern like lit me up. Man, this place is awesome. Oh, it's more of those grub things. Oh, wait. Do they not do anything? No range attacks or anything? It's so weird. Oh, there's a lantern. Cool. Yeah, that wind is really fierce. So the key that I used to get up here, do you get that key when you kill the one reborn? They will flail at you with their little fetus snubbins. Nope. So where do you get that key? Because I guess I could have come here sooner. Okay, this is getting stupid. It's in a secret area in your girl where you drop down into a cage. Okay. Huh. Dude, that's a lot of grubs, man. That ambient sound is fucking legit. It also, after I drop down through a gap in the fence on the platform with the sickle and cleaver hacks. So not easy to spot. Okay. I'll look it up later because Well, are you going to come down? I believe it's one of the few instances of the last playthrough where you gave up and asked me to tell you. Oh, okay. Got my lantern on, right? Okay. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? This is where that brain sucker fucked me over. I remember this asshole. This dude fucked me, dude. Oh my god, this motherfucker. You know what? I'm gonna do something different this time. I'm gonna do something really different this time. Fuck you. That's my revenge for all the times you embarrassed me on my stream. Fuck that dude. This guy fucked me over big time, dude. Made me look like an asshole. I even made a clip of that shit. It was so bad, dude. Wait a minute. Yeah, that worked out really nice. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Okay. Oh, so if you just tap heavy attack. Okay, so maybe that's what I should use on a Breedis. Dude, I literally can't see a fucking thing. This is like the one time I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have gone so dark with the shaders. Trapping, or tapping heavies will wreck the brain suckers. Okay, cool. I'll give it a try. Dude, it is so dark in here. It looks cool, though. Oh, shit, there's a brain sucker right there. Can I hit him through the wall? Whoa! Jesus Christ! Dude, I was not expecting that. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Fucking A. I remember the one that was down by Bloodstarved Beast. The one that jumps out from the right as you're passing by. The one that kind of leads up to the shortcut. I remember that one. I don't remember this one. Yeah, I do not remember that shit. That shit fucking got me pretty good. He's just far enough from the door that I can't pierce him through the door. I don't know if I want to open that door. Because, yeah, I'm going to go around the other way. Also, I think every third hit in your light attack combo is a thrust attack. Okay. Wait. That's 3 in a row. Let me try 4. Oh, it's 4. Yeah, it's 4 actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Dude, that was a cool jump scare, man. You know what other game that got me really good with jump scares? Probably the only other game, Resident Evil 7. The first time playing through that, Biohazard, dude, that's probably my favorite Resident Evil game. Even though it deviates a little bit from the Umbrella storyline or whatever, I mean, it still incorporates it. That game is just amazing. They did such an amazing job at that game. That it, you know, has its faults, of course, like they do kind of lack enemy variation because there's not a whole lot of variant of enemies, but it was such an amazing game. The other games have been, I don't want to say they're bad. They weren't bad. They're just, they went in such a different direction with Resident Evil that was just. Now, when you say 4, do you mean like the original RE4 or the new one? Because I played the new one and I was not happy with it. I mean, technically it was amazing, but it just, I don't know, man. There was something about it. I remember the original being more enjoyable. Okay. Yeah, it's probably because I remember the original was different, even though like they remade it. There was something that just felt off about it, and I just wasn't enjoying it as much. I just did the same. Oh, I know one thing that really upset me. What the fuck? Oh shit. It's a whole fucking lichen family here. Dude, that is a lot of lichens, man. I love this fucking fire blowtorch. This shit is fucking awesome. Wow, this place is dark as fuck. The flame sprayer is buffed by bone marrow ash, by the way, in case you did. I had heard that. I haven't gotten around to trying it. But yeah, I guess we could try it real quick just for fun. We don't need sedative on it anymore. Oh shit! It's a fucking brain sucker! Fuck off! Jesus! Where the fuck did he come from? Look at that motherfucker. He's waiting down there. Dude, where did he come from? Oh, they patrol. Oh, you're right. Fucking wrecked. I started with light attack. I meant to hit the heavy attack. Yeah, dude, that just wrecked him, dude. Good call, man. Shit. Oh, the cosmic eye. Cool. I think we needed that. Yeah, I didn't know that there was brain suckers patrolling him here. Shit. I don't want to get sucked off. I hate losing my insight. This is one of the places where the cane shines. Oh, because, well, does the cane thrust in its cane form, I guess? Oh, he's trying to get to me. That fucker up there. Hey, there's a werewolf over there. Is this a shortcut? It's locked. I forgot to do the bone. Let me try it on the next one. I think there's probably another lichen around here. This is also the part of the game where the cane starts doing real damage. Oh, okay. So it's got to be, like, obviously upgraded because you don't have access to the upgrade weapons. That looks like one of those roaches that kill me, like the big one. No, that's a regular size. Oh, shit! No! No! Fuck! Fuck! I was hoping to get through the fucking game without getting sucked off. You just took 2 of my insight, asshole. Son of a bitch, I was doing so good. I didn't get sucked off until now. Fuck. But around here, it'll start outscaling the cleaver and axe. Oh, wow. Well, I could level it up and give it a try. I got plenty of mats. This is one of the reasons why I did that, so I could test different weapons. One of my pet peeves of this From Software games is they limit how many weapons you can upgrade. And it's like, well, how are you going to ever be able to find what weapon you like if you're limited by the upgrade mats? Like, I get it, you know, they don't want you to have, like, you know, every weapon, you know, being a Swiss Army knife, but I mean, most people don't have time to be playing through the game over and over again to be able to test like that. It's a skill scaling weapon, though. Yeah, that fucker got me, man. I was doing... Whoa. Dude, that shit's working good. If I'd have known that that fucker was around the corner, I could have avoided that getting sucked off. Like, I was really trying to get through the game without getting sucked off. Because I just got so wrecked from that on my first playthrough. I was constantly getting sucked. I was like, nope, they're not going to get me. For Bloodborne, you do get to upgrade pretty much anything you want to +6, but I agree it's one of my favorite little gripes of the game. Yeah, well, it's kind of like that with most of the games. I would say like Dark Souls, with the exception of like the special Titanite, like the red and blue, like they're really stingy with that. But like normal Titanite, you can farm those wraiths, and if you've got the right spec, you can get, like, I used to farm those. I think I would get like 2 an hour with the build that I had. Although you don't have to do it that way, but it was something I wanted to try and it worked. Fuck. I wonder if I can get the door on the other side. Like if I can open the door on the other side. Does this loop around? Because he's facing this way and I can't fucking get to him.
Boy.
If you ash up your flame sprayer, that might also rip these lads apart. Okay. That door might not even open from this side. Yeah, it probably doesn't. That would make this too easy. Of course it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, because he's facing this way. So it makes it where I can't get the other one on a backstab. Too bad they're not beasts. I could use that that beast potion or whatever to throw it up against the wall to lure him. Oh, I know what I could do. I figured it out. This should work. I've never used this before, but we're going to try it. Yeah, this is the first time I've used this. Uh-oh. Are you serious? Again? Oh my god, I can't believe it. Fucking sucked off twice. Alright, well at least we know next time we can use this invisibility potion. I think that invisibility, I don't know, I think it was what, like 15 seconds? It was kind of short. I thought it was gonna be like maybe 20 or 30 seconds. If it hadn't run out, I'd have been fine. I think I could have pulled it off. Okay, so we got some kind of key. What does this do? So I've lost 4 insight to these fucks. Make contact. Oh, this is what we use for that brain thing or whatever. I mean, if this is the gesture you were talking about, which, yep, okay. So there's a mod called Bloodborne Enhanced, and it's got pretty much everything you would want to modify Bloodborne. For example, fog lamps. Like, one of the things I would like to be able to do is when I get to a fog lamp, be able to rest, refresh, whatever, and also be able to warp from the fog lamp to another fog lamp without having to go to the Hunter's Dream. But one thing that, and I don't know if this is part of it, I'm not running that mod, by the way. I'm going to try it after I get through my first playthrough. But I would like to have the crosshairs removed, just so you could have like an actual clearer view. There's really, for my use case, there's no reason to have it. I don't know why, but there's no zoom. And another thing, and this is something that I'm sure you probably are aware of. So, in all the Souls games, every one of them, even Sekiro, if you're cycling through your tool belt or whatever, if you hold, if you, like, let's say you're on number 3 or whatever, anything but the first. So, like, the first one is my lantern. Okay, so if I cycle through, if I hold it, hold on. In all the other games, it jumps to the first slot. Bloodborne doesn't do that. It's the only game that doesn't do that. I don't know why they made it that way. It's kind of weird. But the enhanced mod, I don't know if that's something that's in the enhanced mod. The reason why, are you sure it does in Dark Souls before the remaster? Ooh, I don't know. That I could be wrong on. I never played the original. I thought about buying the original, but when I saw it was like $500, I was like, I don't want it that bad. I'd maybe pay 100, but not 500, because there are people that still have the original keys to the original Dark Souls. You can still buy it, but it's really expensive. Well, it is in the remaster. And it's also in Demon Souls. So it's possible in the original Demon Souls, it's not a feature. And it also might be possible in the original Dark Souls, it's not a feature. What about Dark Souls 2? Is it an option in Dark Souls 2? Because you may be onto something there. Maybe it's because of the remaster and the remake. It was... So that's probably what it is, man. They probably added that feature in the remake of Demon Souls and the remaster of Dark Souls, because the remaster of Dark Souls, I could be wrong, but I think that came after Dark Souls 3. It's in the remaster of Demon Souls remaster, but not the originals. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. And Bloodborne, well, the thing is, okay, not to push back too hard on that, but Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 were a kind of like a parallel design. You know, both games were being designed simultaneously. So and that's another reason why I don't know why they didn't do a similar warp feature like they did for Dark Souls 3 and do the same for Bloodborne. Just questions, you know. Like, some design choices make sense because of maybe because of the story or something like that, or because of the lore. Are you sure? I thought Bloodborne was developed with Dark Souls 2. Well, let's check. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Been wrong before, so let's double check. Okay, so Dark Souls 3 was released March 24th, 2016. Bloodborne was 2015. Oh. Exactly a year later, because the birthday is the 15th. But if it's a year later, so they were parallel. It just came a year later for Dark Souls 3. Because these games, I don't know how long it took them to develop this, but I'm thinking at least 3 to maybe 5 years, somewhere around there. Well, let me look that up too. So Bloodborne's development began in 2012 under a working title called Project Beast. Oh, you got it. So 3. Wow, dude. That's pretty amazing that they made this game in 3 years. That is amazing, dude. 3 years? Well, okay. I'm thinking it with the DLC. The DLC came later. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But still an amazing game for 3 years. Because you see developers now that are taking much longer than that with far more developers, and they... Yeah, I'm not even going to go down that road. I don't think it's necessarily just the developers' fault. I think it's just poor leadership. Okay, there they are. Let me take off that sedative. I don't think there's any more of those forgot what I had here. Let's go with that.
Boy.
I think they have actually 0 thrust resistance. Yeah, I think that's what you mentioned. That's why I thought I'd try it. Yeah. I guess we'll fill that hole. I think this is Celestial Emissary. I'm not going to bother doing a backup save for this fight. Visually, I remember it looking kind of cool, but not being particularly very engaging. Trying to remember how this fight works. I just remember this being one of like my least favorite. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't remember that.
Boy.
Yeah, the damage is silly. Whoa, wow, they do some pretty sick damage themselves. That was all physical. They didn't even hit me with arcane. You wouldn't think those things could do that much physical damage. They don't look too strong. Oh yeah, we could try that. The buff, the bone marrow. Try to get them grouped up and then It's like hot potato or something. Oh, is that him? Dude. Whoa! Dude! I do not even understand how I'm failing at this fight. It's not hard.
Boy.
Yeah, I don't even know if I saw it because I remember killing him so easily the first time. I don't even know if I died at all on this fight because it's not a hard fight by any means. Well, those little fuckers, it's almost like ROM. Those little fuckers, if they get like 2 or 3 on you, they do enough damage, which I don't know how, that they'll kill you pretty quick. If it's just like 1, it's not so bad. Guess we know how we're going to do that from now on.
Boy.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I used the saw cleaver the first time I did this fight. I have to go back and look. I don't even think I have a video for it. I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it. I was like, well, I just remember it not being that memorable as of a good fight. I know we break the window. I remember that. I'm just checking out the area here. So I'm going to do a bio break and then back up my save. But let's do this. Let's go back. What? Let's repair everything. So I'm kind of curious. Let me take a look at this gem. There was one that did like Ken damage. Yeah, this one. Attack versus the kin. That would work on both the Breedis and the emissaries. So, in your opinion, do you think that this attack versus the kin up 14.5% is better than the 18% physical? I mean, I'm going to try to do like the piercing thrusting attacks, but because if they're weak to physical, yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, we'll just leave it as is. Trying to decide if I want to spend my echoes on something. Oh, we should go do the brain. Before we do a Breedis, since we got that gesture. Because what was really holding you back against the emissary was the lack of damage. You mean the first time or this time? The first time, right? Yeah, it is a joke. That's why I didn't really care about the fight. I don't even have a video for it. I mean, it's there somewhere in the stream, but I don't really care. I think this is where we go. Let me see if I can pull up. Ooh. There we go. I was a little worried I wasn't going to be able to pull up the gestures. Okay, so we need that one gesture. Let's switch. Let's see. There it is. It's like the last fucking one. So, I've actually got a list here of what I could. So, the bosses that I really don't like in Bloodborne. Witch of Hemwick, terrible boss. Celestial Emissary and Living Failures. The Emissary has maybe one dangerous move. It does that starburst laser that a Breedis does, except it's only one burst and not three. Yeah. Which is, I think, what I just died to. So there's only really 3 bosses in the entire game that are literally just trash. And then the next tier of bosses, I would say, are mid. They're not trash, but they're not great. Cleric Beast, Amelia, Rom, One Reborn, Mikolash, kind of a mix. I would say he's kind of mid. Moon Presence. Yeah. And then the best bosses, as far as like really good design bosses, I'm not going to say they're my favorite. I've got a separate list for that. So Father Gascoigne, Bloodstarved Beast, Dark Beast Parl, Shadow of Yarm, Amy Dala. Amy Dala, I do think deserves to be considered a good boss and not mid. I don't know. Maybe I recently fought her again. She's not like an amazing boss, but I could see an argument for putting her in like a mid boss, but I think she's kind of cool. So I put her in a good boss design. It's definitely different. Ligorius is a great boss. Abridus, Margot's Wet Nurse, Gurman, Ludwig, Lawrence, Lady Maria, and Orphan of Cause. Those are all the like really good bosses, even if they're bosses I don't care for. And then I've got a separate list of like my favorite bosses. In fact, those are pretty easy to name. So my favorite bosses are Father Gascoigne, Bloodstarved Beast. I don't know, something about the boss. I mean, it's not like the most well-designed boss, but I like it for some reason. Shadow of Yarm, Dark Beast Parl. I like Amy Dala, Ligorius, Abridus. Pretty much all the ones I named that were great. I would say the only ones that I'm reserving judgment for Orphan of Cause until we go in there after, all this time has passed and I have a better build. I have a little bit more game knowledge. I'm not going to go in there under leveled like I did the first time. I was way under leveled for that fight the first time. Well, until I leveled up. And once I leveled up, I was fine.
Boy.
They're not, well, that's why I put them as mid. I mean, so Cleric Beast is Lawrence, effectively. I'm going the wrong way. But Lawrence is a more evolved version. That's why I put him as a great boss and Cleric Beast as a mid boss. It's kind of like Gundyr, the first version in Dark Souls 3, is just kind of mid, but Champion Gundyr is a great boss. One second, let me get in this elevator. I mean, that's just my thought process. It's all opinion, man. It's not like it's a fact or anything. Like mid bosses are not bad bosses. They're just kind of like, they're just mid. They're not bad. They're not great. They're just in the middle. That's why I kind of put it that way. Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, so I need to do this, Oh, cool. If I had to pick a favorite, yeah, I'm just gonna let him sit here until something happens. I don't know if I could. I have to wait till I finish this playthrough, and then I can maybe pick. I don't know if I could pick a favorite. Like in Elden Ring, like the DLC, Mesmer's easily my favorite, and I would say if they hadn't nerfed Radon, like if they had only nerfed his holy lights for second phase, where you could see, because that was really my only complaint. What is he doing? Oh, there it is. Cool, we got it. Yeah, Mesmer is just such an amazing boss design. It really is. Okay, cool, we got it. Oh, we got to kill him now. So I would say the top 3 bosses in the DLC are Mesmer, and then Bale, and then Radon. Most of the bosses are really good though. I just wish they hadn't nerfed Radon the way they did, because I don't think it was necessary. I think that just, you know, okay, cool. I think all they needed to do was just tone down the second phase holy light to where you weren't being blinded and you could actually see what was going on. The hair kind of sucks, Michaela's hair, because Michaela doesn't have that much hair. It just looks stupid. But they didn't just do that. They actually nerfed his attacks, and people were saying, well, you know, that they couldn't dodge his attacks. Why did I come this way? I could have just taken the could have just warped. People were basically making claims that his attacks were not dodgeable. And I was just like, that's bullshit. I mean, like, if you go and look at my Radon fight, and my Radon fight's not particularly, like, I'm not even pro. But if you go and watch it, like, I dodge every single one of his attacks. And I'm getting damage. And I'm not even that good. So if somebody average like me could do it, then there was no reason to nerf it. Because the pro guys could definitely do it. And so I just feel like all they had to do was just nerf the lighting. Okay, so let's do... But they nerfed his attacks. They slowed him down. So now, if you're going to be dodging them, like, you're going to have more time now to do it. And they didn't need to do that. I have not watched the Abritas fight, like the actual fight. So the only thing I do remember from the fight, he has some kind of lasers he does. I think that's later on, like in his later phase. And I remember when I remember he's got a charge attack that was a real bitch to dodge. I don't even know if it can be dodged. And getting between her, I was saying him, but it's her, the tentacles, probably isn't a good strat because you get good damage there, but she hops around and a lot of times you take damage just because she'll move. So it's almost like if she touches you, you take damage. It's really weird. I seem to recall a certain Anthony 5 years ago telling me Gascoigne had an unbreakable combo. I might have said that. I don't remember. I'm not denying it. Gascoigne is amazing though. It's a great fight. Like, obviously the first time I fought him, it was terrible. Like, I was just running around kiting him. I mean, yeah, I got him killed. Dude, my new kill, there was no running at all. Like, I did take him up to the top for his werewolf phase, just because I don't like the ground because there's too much crap to be stuck on. Yeah, I think I might try and fight him as a level 10. Because I went in there, I think a level 19 or something like that. So I might just load it up and just see what I can do at a level 10. Well, really, I think the real challenge would be don't do any parries. Go in there as a level 10 and don't do any parries. Because if you're getting parries, I mean, it does trivialize the fight. His tracking, though, is crazy. He's got some crazy tracking. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, I don't use the music box. I pick it up, but I don't use it. I think I did use it once just to see what would happen. Or, actually, you could do this to make the fight more difficult. You could use the music box at the beginning before you do any damage to force him to transform and then fight the entire fight where he's in werewolf form. I think you can do that because I heard if you use the music box, yeah. Now that would be, I think I'm going to do that because he's a great boss. He's a legit boss. Okay. Now let me check this again. I don't understand why. Maybe we need to kill a Breedis to get it to sell those blood rocks. Yeah, it's still not offering to sell the blood rock. I don't want to upgrade now anyways. I'm not ready for it. I mean, I could, but I don't think I need to. But I remember by this point in the game, I was, well, you know what? Maybe I need to kill Murgo. Because I don't remember if I killed Murgo first or Margot. No, because that's the baby. The wet nurse. The wet nurse. Maybe I killed her and maybe she's the one that gives you whatever key item you need to be able to purchase one of those blood rocks. But you can buy one with insight. Like I've got it on my recording of my stream. I don't know which one it is. That's how I know about it. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this. I think I did that once at level 1. Papa Gascoigne tore me a lip. Yeah, I bet. Well, I would definitely, if I were to pop him in full werewolf form, yeah, I would probably still use the gun, at least for learning it for parries. And then maybe later try to work towards fighting him without the parries. But yeah, definitely. Okay, so... It's this one, right? The gardens. Seems like that would be it. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a bio break and back up my save, and then we'll start working on our Breedis. This should be fun. Oh. I have no idea how you survive that. Call Beyond? Is that a hunter tool? Oh, wow. 40 arcane? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Oh, that's the attack that Mikolash likes to use. That fucker killed me. I was whacking him with heavy attacks with Ludwig, and he just still casted. Like it was not like he had so much poise. I was like, okay. Oh shit, there he is. There she is. So let's see. Yeah, we're 71 and we're using a +9. Probably Ludwig. Probably gonna be using that. Oh shit, I just realized this there's a patch a mod for this, so we may experience a crash. Watching back your emissary fight now, or fight by the way, you needed 3 hits to kill the base mobs with the cleaver. I'll check it when I go back. Because I did a plunge attack, so I'll just do like regular attacks and see where it's at. Yeah, because there's this. Damn it! I hope it doesn't crash, because well, I can maybe load the mod if we start experiencing that. Ludwig is also one of them. Oh, do I need to attack her to get her? Okay. Thank you. I'll check it. So if I attack her, do I get extra damage to like kind of a jump start? Oh, that was her head. Whoa, 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 whoa. And there it is, my first death. All right, let's try killing that grub. Okay, so it took 2 hits. I wonder, hold on. I'll have to look. I'm wondering if it's because of the fire, because that fire does a lot, and I don't think I had fire on my playthrough, the one that you just looked at. Like if I didn't have the fire on there. Oh yeah, I was using the saw cleaver for that. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we'll give it a try. The hell is that? I don't remember that. I think it crashed. Okay, so... Alright. Hold on. So if I do stick to her and just kind of circle around her, that seems to be, and then just pierce. That seems to be a pretty good strat. Yeah, I know. That's why I wasn't going to come in here at level 60 again like I did the first time. I was just like, yeah, because I spent way too long on this fight. I forgot about that. I forgot about the arcane. Actually, I didn't forget about it. I just forgot when it, like when it actually kicked in. I think I need to disengage from her so I can see when it, because I need to run. I need to run from it. Whoa, 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 whoa. You mean for the arcane attack? Okay. Shouldn't have done that. Ah. Dude, they put that shit in 3 fucking folders. Why the fuck would you do that? She just keeps doing that hand swipe. Kind of reminds me of that backhand from Lawrence. I need to turn that down. That shit is loud.
Boy.
Another reason is I've got those blood gems, man. Those blood gems are friggin' sick. Let's do this. Let me remove that, and that. That way we can, Yeah, Lawrence has like this backhand he'll do. I think it's in his second phase. So if you're like trying to get around him like that, it just keeps hitting you. Although if you go to his other side, he doesn't, I don't think he has the same attack. I could be wrong. Getting caught on her hitbox. I'm doing the exact same thing as before, but I'm getting caught on her hitbox. Like I couldn't move around her. I had that problem with Calamite, and there was another boss in the game that I was having the same issue with. I'm trying to think of which one it was. I normally try to do all the testing before I do a stream. Okay.
Boy.
Yeah. Well, her hitbox is very obstructing. I can't move around her very well. I mean, it can be done. I was doing it earlier, but it's very difficult to get around. I think I was dodging more, and that was kind of helping, but it was also like draining me of my stamina. before. Because I remember that bullshit. Wow, how much range does she have? I'm standing way the fuck over here. How the fuck did she hit me? Yeah. I guess this is the regression moment. I was doing like so much better before. Almost had her dead twice. Now I can't even get her fucking past 50%. So her head slam can still hit you even if you're not being hit by her head. I was standing way off to the side behind her head and I'm still getting hit by it. I guess it's an AoE. So her head can slam. You can get the physical, but there's also an AoE effect to it. Dude, I cannot fucking move around her fucking body. What the fuck? I could move around her before and now I can't. Like I was literally walking around her, poking at her, and now I can't fucking do that. God damn it. Dude, her hitbox is fucked up. Or her body box, I should say. Wait, is that the arcane? Oh, shit! It's on my ass! Wait, she does frenzy too? That's frenzy, right?
Boy.
Oh, okay, well, fuck that. She can fucking eat my ass on that shit. What do we have? HP. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, I still want frenzy resist. Fuck that. Shit, was it this one? No. I got arcane on, but I don't have any well, now I've got frenzy. I need to figure out her tell. Yeah, that's no problem, man. I can't get up. I'm dead. I came close to adopting another cat. I was actually looking to adopting another cat about just a few months before the pandemic hit. And then when the pandemic hit, I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. But I met this girl who was I guess a veteran or whatever, not a veteran, a veterinarian, I guess, at one of the pet stores I was visiting. And she was like really giving me a lot of like education on cats. 'Cause like, you know, most of the pets I've had were usually strays or whatever that I found and ended up just taking in and giving a home and all that. And, you know, we get the basic stuff like shots and whatnot, but she was like really like, you know, explaining just how much of a responsibility of like having a cat is, you know, making sure you know, bring it to the vet at least once a year and all that. And once I started to realize, I was like, yeah, because I don't want to be a bad pet owner. So, and with the pandemic and everything, I was like, yeah, I guess I'll she's gonna hop, I know that. Oh, there goes the head bump. And we've got a fuck ton of cats that are running around outside in the neighborhood. My neighbor, she's not too fond of cats for some reason. I am more partial to cats than dogs because cats are very self-reliant. They don't require so much attention like dogs, and they're also cleaner and quieter generally. God damn it, I can't fucking move around her. Fucking hitbox, man. Constantly getting stuck on her fucking hitbox. Alright, no more fucking lantern. What the hell, dude? Fucking landing on me and shit.
Boy.
There's the backhand again. Yeah, I did. And it doesn't affect the stamina. It used to. understand the tell for her arcane attack. Like I hear a sound, so I'm thinking, okay, this is time to run. But then there's no arcane, and then she does a charge attack. So yeah, I had the lantern on. It really it's almost required because because the way I've done the shaders for Bloodborne, it's pretty dark. If I don't run it, it's a bit too dark. I can see fine on what I'm playing, but on the stream or whatever, there are two different things she does that has a ringing type sound. Yeah. I'm having a hard time knowing when to run for the arcane. Because I know it's around the 50% mark. But then if I run, she does that charge attack. Oh shit, okay. I thought that was it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, she's gonna probably charge if I don't close distance. I'm dead. Yep. I couldn't see, so I was like, what the fuck?
Boy.
One of them is a meteor shower. So she's got two arcane attacks. The other is self-buff, drains your health slightly. The first one you hear is always a transition to her final phase and not the meteor shower. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. No, I mean, I'm confused about her fucking attacks. Maybe I should have watched a video on it. I remember that shit. Missed the fucking... Oh shit. Dude, those fucking tentacles, man. that I know where to run from. Oh, shit! The fucking rock, man! This fucking rock was in my way.
Boy.
Yeah, this fight, there are good things about it, and then there are some really shitty things about it. And she's gonna charge. Yep, I already knew that was coming. As soon as you disengage, that's what she loves to do. Why is she charging? I'm on fucking top of you. I'm stuck. I can't fucking get out. Dude, let me fucking go. Uh, 2377 damage and 3 pokes. Yeah, damage is good. This is I think this is pretty balanced for my skill level, considering some of the bullshit. Like, I don't know what it was, but she doesn't have a grab attack, does she? Because, like, I was literally underneath her and I could not fucking move. And I wasn't knocked down. I was standing up. Jeez. All that fucking damage from that fucking thing. Okay, she does have a grab. Maybe she grabbed me. If you want some encouragement, you're doing infinitely better. Oh, yeah. I mean, not, I don't want to sound arrogant, but yeah, I definitely feel like I'm doing better. I'm probably not going to have enough heals for this, but we'll do it anyways. Like that. Like, I constantly get stuck on her fucking body. It's pissing me the fuck off. Take your time getting up. Don't charge. Please don't charge. Put him on the ground again. Yeah, that first blind playthrough was just ugh. And this asshole fucking coming barraging me with fucking attacks. Yeah, thank you. I'm just so frustrated with her hitbox. I mean, not hitting her, but getting stuck on her. Just constantly getting stuck. It's really funky. Like right there, like I couldn't fucking move, so I just dodged. Yeah, you cannot disengage. You have to stay on her. Because as soon as you disengage with those tentacles, she just smacks you. Her droopy little side tendrils as well, who do nothing but slightly block your path. That's what I think is happening. Like, my main issue with a lot of the hitboxes, like, I just would prefer that the model actually match the hitbox, you know, It doesn't have to be exact. I'm not saying, oh, it's got to be exactly the same size. That's not what I'm saying. But it should be better than what it is. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Ended up hitting my, like right there. Like, why am I not able to run around her? Oh my god, I keep fucking hitting the wrong button. Didn't even get her arcane off. She didn't even get to do her. Yeah, she didn't get to do her arcane. I need to go look at the fight, because there's the one where she puts her tentacles up in the air and then does the white glow, and then obviously that's when you run to try to avoid the projectiles. But then you say there's like another one where it's like raining down. I don't know if I've seen that. I should have seen it, because as many times as I fought her before. No, that's the one you're... Okay. I was a little confused there. Yeah, I'm trying to think of... I don't know. I'm kind of mixed about the fight. Like, the fight... It's definitely not a bad fight. But there are problems with the fight. Like, I think my main issue is the fucking hitbox. Not the hitbox, or maybe I should say body box. Because the box of getting around her, it just doesn't match up with her model. So you have a clear path that you think you can dodge or walk or run, and you can't. You're just like stuck. The other one is basically a little self-buff that drains your health when you're near... I got that. I was noticing my health was slowly ticking down, but it wasn't real bad. It was manageable. Because poking at her and then just kind of waiting for my stamina to regen. And another thing, I should have done this. Let me pull this up. I forgot to pull that up. Just for reference for later. I don't even know if I can see. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, there. Okay. I was like, how do you see the runes? Okay. So the vial HP recovery up. I probably should have changed that out for the stamina regen. Well, it worked, but it might have been better to have gotten more stamina regen, because then that would have, you know, the more recovery, the better. And I could have dropped the arcane. There's no reason to run arcane for that, because if you're not getting hit by the arcane, you don't need it, and you shouldn't be getting hit. So maybe put like a stamina in there, and then maybe the stamina regen. And then I could probably do this fight at level 60 again. It would still be rough. I wouldn't I wouldn't be able to just walk in here and face roll it. But it wouldn't be like the first time, and also maintaining the same weapon. But yeah, I felt that the balance was pretty close to where it should be. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, so I need to do this. Now this I didn't know about on my first playthrough, that you need to give her this the flesh, and this will allow me to resurrect the queen or whatever back at Laborious. Okay, I've seen people with Blades of Mercy get stuck between her rear slug flaps, and the DPS will just chain stun her to where she never... Oh, wow, okay. See, I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, it's cool to, like, figure stuff out like that. It's always cool to figure it out. And definitely, you know, show credit to the people that figure it out. But ideally, it's nice to be able to find a good balance for the boss in regards to challenge. Like, I feel like most of my first playthrough... Well, no. I would say the later game bosses... like this boss and a couple of the other bosses, and then the DLC, I probably should have been... So I was level 65, I think, through the DLC, and I think for me, the appropriate level would have been probably like 75, 80. It's an example of how different weapons... Yes, that's true. You know, right tool for the right job. And this weapon definitely... I wasn't really looking at the damage. I was just watching, you know, my health more so. So when I go back and watch the video, I'll actually get to see the fight, because I'm sitting there watching my stamina and my health and my footing. That's it. I mean, every now and again I get to glance at her health bar, but as far as like the damage combos, I didn't really, you know, get to see that, but I'll definitely look at it on the playthrough. So it looks like the patch or the mod worked. We were able to get through the fight without it crashing. Okay, so we're done here. I recommended 65 because I knew you could beat Ludwig at 65, and Maria fight is perfect at level 65. See, that's the thing. Like, well, I could do this because I've got that. It's not a mod. It's a program where you can respec your character. So if I wanted, so I've got the save for this. If I want, I could go in, lower my level. I could even maybe even reduce the level of my weapon to like +8 and do it at like 60 and do that. Ludwig is probably a 70. Yeah, I was going to do... Well, let me look at my chart here. The only reason I'm not going to respec my character like right now is because the program that I use to respec is on my home theater machine, and I keep my gaming rig like pristine clean. Like I don't like I only run what I need. I don't like installing any kind of like apps. Like the mod I loaded, that's not an app. It's a mod to like copy over. Murger's Wet Nurse isn't that great of a fight anyways. Yeah. I don't know. I liked her boss design, but the fight itself was kind of, I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, we need to go back to Canehurst. And she should be resurrected now. Oh shit, I'm probably gonna... I think I should get off. I didn't realize I've been streaming for 10 hours. It's already 8 o'clock.
Arrant fool. Vile blood or no, forget not. We are thy queen. Bend the knee.
I just resurrected you. You could show a little gratitude, woman.
Vile blood or no, respect will be shown. Kneel.
Dude. The Queen of Dragons, man. Daenerys. Okay. Maybe do a gesture? No, that I need to switch it. Hold on. Switch. Okay. But I think I need to go with a different. But don't I need to do a different gesture though? Or is that the gesture I'm supposed to do? Okay. Oh, okay, my bad, I see. Okay.
Closest of kin, bearer of our blood, I welcome thee. What is thy wish?
Ooh.
We await thy return.
Can I buy those from the vendor? Let me go see if I can buy one of those. I think I can. It's a blood drag? Oh, I can't buy them. Where do I get that? If it's a chalice thing, I'm not doing it. Oh, it's a PvP item. Okay. Yeah, it's not that. Okay. So oh, okay. It's okay. Yeah, that's probably, I don't want to say that they'll never get online play working. I mean, maybe, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. I'm not really all that interested in the online play, to be honest. Yeah, I don't understand why. Okay, I'm gonna look this up because this is really kind of getting on my nerves why I can't buy I don't need to buy one. I just want to know why I can't buy one. Blood rock. I mean, I don't really need to. I've already got one and I've got the one unlocked. And I'm probably going to wait to use it until I get to the DLC. Because right now, the damage output, like with all these... what is it? Yeah, with all these gems, I mean, that's ridiculous. 18, 19.8. That's silly. That is so ridiculous. I wonder what it's going to be like when it's a plus 10. Can we get the third umbilical cord? Okay. Once we kill Murgo. Murgo's wet nurse. Not Murgo. Murgo's the baby. But yeah, I think I'll end it here. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, Drago. It was a good time. Definitely enjoyed this a little more than my first playthrough.
Boy.
Bro, poor 2020. Anthony is extending his saw cleaver for extra range and his damage has dropped. Yeah, I'll go look at it now that I've done. I was avoiding looking at the fights because I kind of wanted to just go off of memory without actually watching it. Like, what I've been doing is how I found out about the information as far as level and the weapon level and all that is I would pull up the fight, but I wouldn't watch it. I would just jump to the end till after I killed it, try to find in the timeline where I pull up the menu showing my level and the weapon and all that. But now that I've done pretty much all the main bosses with the exception of Murgo, Gurman and Moon Presence, I can watch the fights now instead of your 475 per hit. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go back and look at this to see how much damage I was actually doing compared to original.